Caitlin and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing something that I have never done before, and that is going to a vintage market. I am so excited for today because a couple of weeks ago, my friend Rachel sent me this Instagram reel that was kind of promoting this little market that is happening relatively close to us, where a bunch of small vendors are all coming together and like selling a bunch of vintage stuff or like things that they've made. And we were both so obsessed with the idea and knew as soon as we saw it that we wanted to go. And the day has finally come and I am so excited. I've been like thrifting before, which I think is technically the closest that I have ever gotten to like vintage finds, but I'm pretty sure that vintage shopping and thrifting are two very different things, if not like just a little bit different. Because when I think thrifting, I'm thinking like discounted stuff that isn't gonna cost much. It's already been owned by other people. Whereas vintage is generally, I think, a little more expensive and is probably more like name brands or like very specific like items, like a specific look that a vendor or like just a person selling is going for. And I'm honestly really excited. I cannot for the life of me remember what this specific market is actually called, but as soon as I am done with this portion, I will make sure to look it up and tell you in the next clip. Rachel actually had to work today, so we're not going to get there right when it opens, but I am going to be picking her up from work so that we can get over to the park that it's being held at as quickly as possible and shop for as long as possible. So I technically still have a couple more hours until I have to go pick her up, but I actually need to make an outfit first. And for some reason, making an outfit for this vintage market has been like such a brain overload for me because I keep thinking that I need to look like so cute and like have a perfect outfit because like there will be so many other people there with like perfect outfits that are like curated just so well. So I've kind of been stressing out about it, and despite the amount that I've stressed about it, I have not even started yet. I'm really wanting to not incorporate ripped jeans into the outfit because that is generally what I like go for in a look, but at the end of the day, if it's what I want to wear the most, then that is what I will wear. So I'm gonna get right to curating that outfit, and I will be back once I have something put together. Right, so remember when I said that I was gonna try to not use ripped jeans? That didn't end up happening, in case that isn't incredibly clear. I am wearing ripped jeans. They're actually my favorite pair of ripped jeans, and I think part of the reason that it's so hard for me to not pick ripped jeans, specifically these, but any kind of ripped jeans whenever I'm making an outfit, is because it's just so versatile. Like you can dress it down, you can also dress it up. Like the holes in the jeans actually make for some pretty good airflow, so you can probably wear them for like a pretty long time, like throughout the seasons. I think it's just always a good option. So even though I really tried not to, this is what I landed on. So let me just run over everything else as well. I picked out these white Nikes. They're nothing crazy. They're just all white. They're definitely scuffed and not super clean, but that's fine. I'm also wearing some just like plain white socks just to, you know, keep it simple. The top is this like lacy, flowery top that I really love. I either got it at Ross or at Goodwill, but I'm leaning more towards the Ross option because that would make more sense. Jewelry wise, I am wearing this little half butterfly necklace. It's actually like a friendship necklace that I have with Nevaeh. I don't wear it super frequently, but I thought it tied in with the butterfly clip that I'm wearing. I'm also wearing this little pearl necklace. I wear this pretty frequently, so you could probably go back for the past like 3 videos and see it at least once. And I've also got some just regular golden hoops in. But yeah, this is the final outfit. I am going to be bringing a bag to keep all of my stuff in, obviously, but I'm also thinking that I want to bring a couple of extra tote bags to carry around anything that I like find in. Since it's like an outdoor market with like small businesses, I'm not gonna count on them to give us bags. And, you know, even if they do, I can just be like, no, it's fine. Like, you can keep them for your next customer. I have my own bag. I'm obviously gonna do a haul at like the end of this video, but I'm going to try super hard while I'm there to like take pictures and take notes, even if I have to make sure that I remember where I got everything from to relay to you guys. But yeah, that's basically it. I actually need to be heading out pretty soon, so I think I will see you next when I am with Rachel. So we are officially here. We've actually been here for like a couple of minutes, but I kind of forgot to vlog on the way here, slash us getting here. So I'm doing it now. We've stopped at a couple of spots, haven't really found anything we love yet, but there's still so much going on. Like, this is everything that we haven't been to yet. So it's gonna be so much fun. I'm already seeing some stuff in like this general area that I'm really interested in. So I think the next time you'll probably see us is when we're giving you a bit of a haul. Okay, so we are officially back from the market, and it was a huge success. It was literally so amazing. We, within like a couple of minutes, we're already planning on going back next year, or like the next time they do it, because that was so much fun. They had so much good stuff.
They really did.
It was really great. And I asked Rachel, and she's totally willing to give you guys a little haul of some of the stuff she got. But just so you're aware, yes, there is a sunshade on this window, and yes, I'm holding it up with my hand because it won't stay there. But the lighting was really weird if I didn't, and also I was in the direct sunlight and I didn't like that. So just ignore it for now. Just ignore it. But Rachel, take it away.
Oh yes. Okay. So my favorite item, I am wearing. We're gonna.
It's like
I got this really cute, like ruffly skirt, and I changed into it in the bathroom because I just wanted to, and why not? And then Katelyn bought me a Gilmore Girls.
Wow! We love it. We love it.
It made me so happy because it's about to be Gilmore Girls season.
Woo!
Woo! I
So
need to
exciting.
show it to her. She's never seen it.
Yeah, I do need to start it.
So angry.
Hey.
Seen it like 5 times.
That's true.
And then I got this cute little frilly nightie because I have a fantasy of dressing like Charlotte from Sex and the City.
Woo! And we love it. I support
yeah.
it fully.
Oh yeah. And that was my haul.
And that's the haul. It was so much fun. There were so many like women there, so it felt like a very safe place.
It was wonderful.
It was really nice. I think it was all women vendors. It was just so cool. It was really great. We also took some pictures outside of this like little truck
Coffee
that was
cart.
selling
Yeah.
coffee and stuff, and it was super cute. I'm gonna do my haul a little later on, maybe when I like get home, because it's a large bag. And also we're hungry, so we need to take care of that pronto. Exactly. So I guess I will see you in just a little bit. Everyone say bye to Rachel.
Bye.
And I'll see you in a minute. All right, so it is now the next day. We ended up going to get some dinner after we finished at the market, and by the time we were done with that and I dropped off Rachel and got home, it was pretty dark outside. And I kind of wanted to wait until I could have some natural lighting to film my haul of this vintage market. So I decided that I would just go to bed, wake up maybe a little early in the morning, and then film the next day. So that's what I'm doing. Also, I think I said at the beginning of this video that I would look up what the vintage market was actually called and then let you know. And then I never actually did that. So I looked it up last night, or I remembered what it was called last night when we were there. And it is called For the Girls Vintage Market. The one that we went to was like a Y2K themed vintage market, and it was so much fun. It was so cute. There were mainly, if not only, female vendors, which I thought was really awesome. There were also a lot of like small businesses, and it was just so much fun. I absolutely have to go again. Now, my actual haul from this market was like relatively small. I honestly did think that I would be leaving with more stuff, but I'm sure my bank account is very thankful that the haul wasn't much bigger than it is. And I did manage to make sure that I remembered or wrote down everywhere I got each piece from, so I will be relaying that as well. So the first spot that I got something at was called Dear Abigail. It was very cute. It was run by a girl named Abigail, which I'm sure is why it's called that. And what I got from her was this white t-shirt that says, "I survived the wait for Lord's third album," and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. And I think it's so cute. It's absolutely adorable. Unfortunately, on the drive home, we did have a water spill, and I didn't notice until it was far too late. So there's these rings that I need to wash it, basically is what I'm saying. The next place that I got something at was actually a small business, and it was called Flora Noor, and I got this cute little claw clip. Isn't it absolutely adorable? Like, I'm obsessed with her. She also had a bunch of like jewelry that was really pretty. I didn't end up getting anything, but I'm still absolutely obsessed with this. The next vendor that I actually got something from was called Just Buy It Vintage, and I have been on the hunt, on the search for a very specific kind of sweater, or like multiple specific kinds of sweaters that most people would probably call like grandpa sweaters, and I found one at this vendor, so I knew that I absolutely had to get it. This is her. Like, that's insane, and I'm obsessed. I'm going to be wearing it so much when it actually starts getting cold outside. And the last vendor that I got something from was a little spot called Finders Keepers, and let me set the scene for you, okay? When I see this stand from afar, the first thing I notice is that the little booth has a Taylor Swift blanket on it. So I look over at Rachel and jokingly say, "Oh my goodness, if I find like old Taylor Swift merch over here, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna scream, I'm gonna throw up, blah, blah, blah," like joking, but obviously wasn't expecting much because, you know, we got there about an hour and a half after the market actually started. So I was kind of expecting that all the good stuff would be gone, or if there was old Taylor Swift merch, that it would not be there anymore. But as I was like going through the racks of this area, I noticed this black shirt and it says Taylor Swift on it. And I'm like, Taylor Swift? It's from the original 1989 tour. Like, isn't that insane? I literally shrieked when I saw it. I was so excited. This is so cool. I'm so happy with this find. Like, it made my day, truthfully. And it was the last thing that I found. So I was like, yeah, this is fate. This is fate. Thank you. And with that, my haul is complete. I had such a good time at this market. It was so much fun. There were so many girls there. Like, it felt like such a genuinely safe space. There was music going that was so fun. Just the energy of the market was so enjoyable and so great. And I would go again 100 times if I could. I honestly don't think that I can do like vintage markets with like anyone else now. Like, For the Girls set my standards so high, because I don't remember if I said it at the beginning of this video, but this was my first ever like market that I've been to, vintage market, and it was so nice. It was so well organized. Like I said earlier, I felt like so safe. It was so cool. And I'm honestly probably ruined for all other vintage markets now. But since that is the end of my haul, it is time for me to also end this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.